You have one new voicemail.
Hi! So you would be so proud of me. I'm hosting Thanksgiving for my friends, and I was stressed because I really wanted it to feel just like Michigan. But then I found the same stuffing mix that you use on Instacart. And I ordered instant gravy, canned cranberry, what else? Oh, I got everyone a little butter sculpture shaped like a turkey. All right, I should probably get cooking, but I miss you today. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. Oh, and you should download Instacart. It's way easier than sending Dad to the store.
Download Instacart and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
All right. Welcome to another episode of History of Hyenas. Chrissy Cumplianos, Yanni Yaya here. And then we got my baby mama, Yamaneika Saunders.
Hello. Hi.
How you doing? When are you going to let me see my kid?
You can come see him anytime because I'm putting everybody out of the house. I'm scared of the coronavirus.
Do you have a fever, dry cough? What's going on?
I mean, surprisingly, despite the fact that all Black people are dying from it, I feel fine.
Now, yeah, it's disproportionately, it's just another thing that's fucking racist against Black women is the coronavirus.
Yeah, you know, I did a video that went viral last week. It got so many shares on my page alone without even tagging myself. It's got like 100,000 views. It's been shared thousands.
Yeah, I saw it.
And, you know, people were I took it down today. I archived it. And I struck myself from an interview about Black people getting disproportionately dying from the coronavirus because I felt like when I posted it, you know, we do things out of humor and comedy, right? And things are fun, and we see things happening and we call things that are happening as we see it, but we may not necessarily be doing all the research. You know, we may not have all the understand that there's a bigger agenda. And
we may be Ari Shafir. Yeah.
Right. But I feel like, you know, the video became somewhat irresponsible for me to keep it up because I don't believe that the information that we're getting, that we're not addressing the real issues of why Black people, and now they're saying Hispanic people, people of color are disproportionately dying, not even acquiring COVID more than everyone else, but dying of it, which I think is a huge distinction that they're not addressing. And there's a number of reasons for that. And it's more than Black people eating pig feet, not knowing how to stay away from one another. Mm-hmm. I think we have to address the issue that, you know, Black people are not receiving the same attention when they go to get healthcare, being away at higher rates, you know, things like that. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's not like you guys are Essence Magazine.
No, but
you know.
We appreciate you saying it because we've just been yelling about the goddamn Chinese, it being their fault, but I guess there's more to it. Now, what we want to know, though, what we would like to know is, as a strong, beautiful Black woman, is Shaun King Black? Yes or no? We need to know if he's Black because we don't think he is. We think he's a whitey that's trying to, you know, that he's trying to get, you know, the Black vote, and we just don't believe. We don't know. So we're like, Yam. If anyone knows, it's Yam.
It's Yam. Well, you know, the thing about it is, I mean, the man's not running for president right now, so I don't think it's. I think he's doing more of a contribution than Rachel Zoledol or whatever.
Right? Is he doing more of a contribution than Andrew Schultz?
See, I follow Shaun King. He follows me. I enjoy him. I
just get it.
Andrew Schultz. I think Andrew follows me. I know Andrew is a good friend of mine. Listen, anybody who wants to help Black causes and help Black people, and they want to, because it's not like saying you Black is like he won the jackpot. You understand? Like he's putting himself in the midst of a lot of issues that you have to deal with when you are saying that you are Black.
The thing that I love about you the most, Yamaneika, is you have the old school, and Bobby Kelly said the same thing. You have the old school comedy mindset in the sense that we could say anything, no matter how near and dear it is to you. And if it's funny, you'll fucking laugh. And if it's not funny, you just won't laugh. I love having real comics on where nobody's getting offended, where we're just doing fucking jokes, where it's like, because it's like, I feel like especially now in this time, it's like people are tuning into us just to laugh, where it's like, yo, man, like, is it a big deal? Like I said the other day, I'm going to make a movie about the pandemic. I'm going to have Joe Pesci play Dr. Fauci, Alec Baldwin play Donald Trump, and Jackie Chan play the coronavirus. And people, and people, were like, take that down. And I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. No chance.
Like, no matter what, we know the shit came from China, and they not even refuting it. They not saying nothing. It came from them. Listen,
they're lying asses.
We get all kinds of shit from them. Some good shit, like we get Nintendo Switch from them, but then we also get the damn coronavirus from their ass. We get iPhones and iPods from them, but we also get the Hong Kong flu from their ass. So
the fucking the Wuhan Weezer, the Holocaust,
the yin and the yang. It's the yin and the yang, literally.
Yeah, we got all that shit.
How's your cat? How's your cat Bloomingdale's or Variety magazine? Which one's sick?
Well, now I got Richard Pryor, who you got to see. Richard Pryor.
Let's see Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor's the one. He's not really, Brooklyn's the one that's kind of sick, but this is Richard Pryor.
Oh, Pryor's doing good.
Yeah, he's okay. He's thin. He's checking out the environment. He's Forbes magazine passed.
Right. So
this is whenever you see cats' toes like this, they want to get the fuck away from you.
Yeah.
In the tail like this. So I'm gonna have hell to pay tonight when I go to play Fortnite. He's gonna fuck my shit up.
Yeah, it took me a while. Anytime I saw you talking about your cats, I thought you were doing like department store reviews until I realized that was the name of your cats.
Yes, Forbes magazine, and I literally named him that because I thought we were going to be on Forbes magazine together. Because cat videos are very popular, they get billions of views. People are making big coins.
Hell yeah!
Cats, whenever I turn the camera on, they shut down.
Yeah. Now you also, we were talking last week. You dumped your boyfriend because you thought he had corona, right? Is that what's the story with that? Is he back in yet? Let's shit on him.
No, you know what? I'm going to be very fair to him because I made the relationship public because we were so much in each other's life, but I don't want to run him through the coals because it's not fair to him to speak on his behalf. So we were not one of the reasons why, one of the biggest issues was that I did not want him in my house with, because he has more, he comes into contact more with
Chinese
exposure. Not Chinese, but he's sort of he's an essential worker right now, so he's coming into contact every day with people that could or could not have it. And I never said that I couldn't get it or that I wouldn't be somebody that would be a carrier of it, but I know that my chances are lower than his. And I'm somebody who, I just quit smoking 3 days ago because I ran out of cigarettes.
What are you doing for Dick then?
What am I doing for Dick?
For Dick? Yeah.
I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Who are all these people that are so hot during a pandemic?
How many days does this have to go on before you take one of your cat's tails and stick it up there? How long?
First of all, they don't even get that hard. Not that I tried, but that I would even know. But I can just tell you that would be impossible. But no, I'm concerned about the world,
right.
Like not really and I'm doing so much, I'm spending so much time being creative and thinking about comedy that it's like, I can go a long period of time without worrying about sex, without thinking about sex. And then I have periods of time when that's all the jazz because I've put it in reserve. So I don't see myself getting hot and bothered during this pandemic, especially because you don't even know what has the coronavirus, right?
Right.
All my dildos and vibrators and shit.
Exactly.
Plastic, and they could be surfaces that hold the coronavirus, and then I'm shoving it up my shit. I can wait.
Now, all three, a little inside info, all three of us have the same manager. How long before he gets the cut? How long until we've all figured out, hey, buddy, we can do your job? No, I'm just kidding, because he's definitely going to listen to this episode. Truffle Pig, I'm just kidding.
No,
This actually looks like a Zoom conference call to fire him right now.
I'm sure you guys saw him. I talked to him a couple of days ago, and I was having wine in his home.
Mm-hmm.
And, no, I feel for everybody during this time. I was just thinking about like comedians who haven't found the presence on television, because I'm like, every comic needs to find a space on TV or IG or make that way, because I don't know when the clubs are going to come back. You know, like they just said in Wuhan, China, they have like 0 cases of the coronavirus.
They're lying.
But but maybe that's why people are not going. Like they showed movie theaters and people are not going to the movie theaters, even with the social distancing and having designated seats to keep people 6 feet apart. People are still not putting themselves in I'm not, like yesterday, a friend was supposed to get a zip car and take my pet Brooklyn to the vet because I'm at risk, and he's not feeling well. And I didn't want to be in an Uber breathing somebody else's air. I don't know where they've been. I know where my friend has been, and and then she wasn't able to do it. I couldn't take my pet. I had to walk an hour both ways to the vet just to drop off a stool sample. And it was a walk that could have taken me 45 minutes both ways, but it took me 2 hours because I had to go down the street because people are walking right to you. They're not keeping the social distancing. People walking without masks. I'm just like, and it's like, I can't tell you how many fucking families I've seen walking their fucking kids in a stroller, like, oh, because I'm right by Central Park, and it's like, oh, let's go to the park and with Mima and Peepaw and the dog, and people jogging and shit. And I'm just like, this is not America saying, let's have a vacation. This is not a holiday.
Right.
Why don't you take your if your kid is that small that it can be in like one of those strollers with the carriage cover up, that means that's a baby.
Right.
You fucking bringing your baby out in the street?
Don't do it. I know, but they are saying now that it's not in the air like they thought it was. It's not, as long as you're, going out with your hands clean, you should be okay.
Before they told us it wasn't, don't wear the mask, because I'll never forget, I was sitting on $1 million profit because I was at JFK right before the shit hit off. I went to one of those little stands, with the magazines and the bullshit. They had a whole tub of masks. I only bought 2. There was a tub of them. I only bought 2 of them because I was like, oh, I just need one to go and one to come back, right? Then I was wearing the mask. Everybody's looking at me crazy. Then my friend tells me when I get to LA, she's like, oh, you're not supposed to wear the mask. Only the people that have the coronavirus wear the mask. That's why people are looking at me crazy. Then I give her the extra one because I'm like, well, and you have this, I'll hold on to this. She lost the shit. Mm-hmm. That was $1.5 million worth of money she lost. I lost $1.5 million. I wish I had bought that whole tub. They were only selling them. Well, they probably were like 45 cents, right? To make.
Right.
They were selling them for $6. I should have invested. I should have bought that tub because nobody was buying them. I would have had a turnover at least $300,000 or $400,000 because I would have sold each one for $1,000.
Well, babe, let me ask you this, because they're saying that the comedy clubs most likely are not going to be open until next winter. So to make money, when are you going to do cam girl stuff? What are you going to do?
People have been saying get a fans only page.
Yes, get a fans only Patreon.
But I don't have to take my clothes off, right?
Yes, you do. I mean, do you want to make money or not? Yeah. I mean, we're trying to feed the cats here. Pull them out.
No, there's some girls that are just kind of be like, You know,
Yeah, some of the female comedians, a couple of them, they went to Camgirl right away. Karen Fian, check out her Patreon.
I think she was doing it before too.
Well,
Yes, she did.
She did?
Yes.
But Karen's already showing her ass for free. It's like,
True.
bitch, let's charge. Let's get an entry fee. So what's she doing? She taking her clothes off?
I think if you go to her Patreon, which I don't know what it is, it's just, for whatever it is a month, you just, she'll get naked. That's what some people are doing. Not saying female comedians, but people are doing that had other jobs, are just because people are paying for that.
Yeah, but I mean, the price might be high because she's got a tight fit body. I don't know. You know, I got chicken arms and shit. You know, it's like, you know, who's paying to see me fly off the couch?
Unfortunately, with our fans, there's probably some guys moving their monkey right now just watching this.
Yeah. Why do you think Venetia never puts her camera on? I mean, come on.
We got some hardcore fans. You know what Karen Fian should do? Because she already did it for free. Now she should charge. Is she should fight Lewis for money. They should organize a slapbox fight. Because that's what he did with Jeremiah. He should do it with Kieran. They did it for free already on his podcast. Just do an all-out brawl with Louis J. Gomez for money.
He slap-boxed her?
Yeah, they got into she threw water on him, and then he threatened to hit her, and then they dated for a couple of years. So
yeah.
So they should just organize another fight, like a pay-per-view on Gas Digital.
Oh, they did date. I can't keep up with all the nonsense that happens in this community.
Yeah.
Was your boyfriend a comedian?
He is a comedian.
Right.
What's his career like? Ahead of yours or behind?
Way behind.
That you have to ask, is he a comedian, or to tell you right there where the fuck he lay on the comedy.
We don't want to, because we don't want to out him. That's why we were asking. I mean, it could be anybody, you know?
Y'all trying to get me slap boxed in my house. I will say this. He is funny. You know, I would not date somebody that I didn't think was funny.
Right.
You know, and so I'll leave it there. I respected him. I thought he was funny. The reason why we're not together has nothing to do with his inability to be funny as a comedian.
Did he ever get brought up on stage as Yamaneika Saunders' boyfriend? Was that his credit?
No, it was not his credit. It wasn't his credit.
Baby Boo Boo, how's your family doing? How's your family in Maryland? Is everyone good?
Well, today is my grandfather's birthday. He passed, so we're really giving him honor today. So I spoke to my mother. My mom is a senior. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly enough, she's a senior, although she's 62. She's a senior. And my aunt is almost a senior, but she has special needs and she has diabetes and things like that. So I just ordered, I got, I think, the last order from Walmart before they switched over their process. I got them, like the big rolls of toilet paper for the businesses. So I got them 12 big rolls. So they're going to have toilet paper for at least 3 years.
Ass is clean.
I got them a big thing of paper towels for the office. So it's like, because my mom was like, oh, I got to go outside and get paper towels. I was like, bitch, you ain't dying for no fucking paper towels.
Right.
No.
Okay? You better wipe your lips off on the couch.
Yeah. I've been wiping my ass with the Chinese flag I have.
But I don't know if you guys as parents do this, but I've talked to some of my friends. I think our parents don't get it, right? My mom is just like, I swear my mom probably walked out the house with coffee filters over her nose. Oh yeah, they're not getting it.
Oh yeah, no. I had one relative of mine put Tropicana bottle, plastic. She wove Tropicana orange juice bottles together and made a face mask.
No.
Absolutely. My father.
That's a true story. Yeah.
My father's been taking the bus to the local Dunkin' Donuts he goes to they have a gambling ring out of the back because those bets are not going to place themselves. My mother's still trying to go to church even though the doors aren't open. I got an Aunt Colleen that's a smoker. She's still outside smoking, walking the dog. I mean, our families don't give a fuck because they don't think that it's real.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They're used to real enemies that you can see. They don't get this. They don't understand it. They don't believe in it.
They don't understand it. Yeah, they don't understand a virus. Yeah, you know.
I
have a gay uncle. He's like, I already have the virus. I'm like, not that one. But,
yeah. Through him and all this other stuff, but it's true because you see like our age group all in the house doing shit from lip, but you see babies on the street and you see old people in the street. I saw an old bitch. I didn't tell you. I said, "Ma'am, get inside."
Get your ass in.
Her dog, he got on a fucking pink sweater. She got on a pink tracksuit with a pink cigarette holder, smoking cigarettes on the street. I said, "Bitch, you about to damn die, bitch."
I know.
You're 1,000 years old with a fucking dog that's probably catching all kinds of corona shit in his motherfucking sweater and blouse.
What about for you? Church? Have you been going to church? Is there a Zoom church for you? Because I know you're very religious. What are the black churches doing?
I don't know, because I stopped going to black church when I realized they don't have no respect for your time.
Right. Too long.
In what way?
Well, it's like you get in church at 11 a.m. and you don't get out till 10 p.m. 3 weeks.
Right.
Like I always say I go to white church where white
That's
people
why.
Jesus, like, all right,
Yeah.
That's
why Catholic church is the best. 45 minutes, you listen to the priest says the same thing, a quick tea bag, and then you're out. That's it. In and out. You get dipped. It's drip drop.
45 minutes just to get out of the parking lot at black church. Because everybody got agreed. The same people you just saw last week, you got to talk to them like they just came back from like a 40-year like voyage.
I know. Dude, black church, it's the same thing. 45 minutes to get out of the parking lot, an hour and a half to get into the IHOP. It's too much. But yeah, what? So wait, but because I fucking missed you. I mean, have you?
Get in the Golden Corral.
Yeah, Golden Corral. Have you seen anybody? Have you physically been with any comedians that have been safe to come around, just take a walk with anybody? I because you're such an emotional, social person. You're so socially lovable that I worry that you're not getting enough human interaction.
I'm not. Well, I haven't officially. My dad keeps calling me, and I keep sending him the voicemail. It's like I've been on the road a lot this year, last year, like in LA a lot, traveling a lot. I've been going. So for me to sit at home and go, oh, I like my apartment. Oh, I have a great TV. I got my PS4. I got my great couch I love. I can cook and my kitchen utensils. So I'm keeping myself busy with that and cleaning up and organizing like I needed to, because there's just projects and stuff I wanted to do I didn't have time to do and things like that. But do I get lonely? Yes. I've been playing Fortnite with Mateo and a couple other people. Every other night I've been doing podcasts like with you and Hyenas. People have been hitting me up to do certain interviews. I've been writing stuff. I've been submitting things. I'm still trying to make sure that the projects I was working on prior are still, in people's minds. Although I know everybody's like, oh, the money, where are we going to get the money?
Right.
So I've been doing that. I'm neighbors with Pat Brown. So she's,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I haven't seen her in a couple of days. We saw each other, we walked around, but as soon as things got crazy, and I think that goes back to my boyfriend when I was like saying to him, I'm just like, everything got crazy where we had a curfew at like 8 p.m. And I was like, oh, this is really serious and I need to take it serious. And I think some people don't believe in the coronavirus. I think some people believe it's propaganda and that they're lying to us. And I'm all on board with those things. But also I'm at a point in my life where I have so much that I want to do that I don't feel like risking my life all because I think I know what's going on,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we know for a fact that it's real because we both have doctor friends. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a nasty bug and it's unpredictable. I mean, most people get it, they're okay, but you never know if you're going to be the one that catches the nasty strain that kills people,
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I especially, like us having elderly parents and, kids or whatever. But I'm trying to just every day, to be honest with you, April used to be my favorite month. April showers bring May flowers. So I'm a kid. I like the rain. I'm just a German depressed kid that loves the rain. So April's usually my favesies month. But now I just want April to be over because they're saying April 30th. Hopefully things will change. I know the virus is going over, but
they can't predict what God's going to do and not do, and Mother Nature and all this other stuff. I mean, I agree with you. I love the rain. I think that's the only reason why I'm able to cope. I used to sit out in the rain when I was a kid on my roof.
My God.
You know, have the rain. But I love water. I'm also a water sign. I'm a Scorpio, so it's like all that. But you know, it's going to rain today, maybe. It's going to rain tomorrow. I love just looking at my window. Like, I have a big window, and I can see all the rain and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Not, you know, I'm able to tolerate it. I've always been a fall person, and I've had to adjust with that because fall just keeps getting shorter and shorter.
I know.
You know, because of the climate problems. I think we will have more rain. You know?
Yeah.
I think us being inside, the world being inside so much is actually positive for the world. I mean, so like if there is a silver lining in this thing, people not being out so much, like it don't make no sense for people to be out in the world so much. And then you realize like, oh, the streets shouldn't be clogged. The world shouldn't be clogged with people walking and breathing and smoking and doing painting and construct, and like those things affect the world. So when I went out yesterday, I'm like, oh, the world felt like it was not as chaotic.
Seals, even the animals, seals have come back into New York Harbor. Yana sent me an article this morning that New Delhi has got the lowest, the best air quality index they've ever had on record because people are just inside. So I think I agree with you. I think like the silver lining is, you know, the earth is trying to, maybe that's just what it is. Maybe the earth is just like, listen, you guys have had it too good for too long. Now I'm going to take some shit back, and this is how it is, and it's going to be a new normal, potentially.
Yeah. But I got a question for Yamaneika because she's saying people should quarantine and stay in. How the fuck does your hair look so good? Who's doing your hair? You know you snuck out to get your hair did.
Let me tell you something. I had my hair in braids, so I just took the braids out. So that's where I'm getting the curl from. My hair. See, you guys are guys, so you're like, oh, our hair look good. But honey, if I was at a hair salon right now, they'd be reading me left and damn right. They'd be like, oh, girl, oh no, child, not them edges, girl, not the child. I did a workout with David Spade last week and realized at the last minute, I'm like, oh, I can't go on there looking crazy. And so I went and curled my hair, and my hairdresser went on the picture and it was like, you look like a Texas oil divorcee, like that just got money in. Like, people are ready to razz you. I know how to get myself together. I have makeup here. I know how to curl, bumper curl, do this. But I'm telling you, like, ask me if I took a shower.
Did you take a shower?
Hell no.
Hell no. Yeah.
Look at this outfit. I was donating this outfit to the Salvation Army. So
you better pull that camera up because our fans are. Yeah, I mean, our fans right now.
Yeah, our tech guy, Mike, emoji face, 100% just screenshotted that, and he's gonna move his monkey tonight to those dirty boobies.
They don't want these are old grandma. I got grandma titties.
That's what Mike's into. He's a freak.
Those are not grandma titties. Those are big titties.
Yeah.
My grandma had some big old titties.
I mean, Giannis, your hair is fucking wild. I mean, you look like you live in Chernobyl with bangs like that.
I just got out of the shower. It was the first shower I've taken in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Because you got a little gray on your chin. I mean, you look good. I mean, Kazi, I haven't physically seen you in about 6 weeks.
It's been a long time, you know? It's been a real long time. I'm actually, just like the environment's starting to recover because we've removed the people, my soul and my spirit is starting to recover because I've removed Chrissy.
It's what it is.
Yeah, my blood pressure's dropped.
Yeah, the BP's dropped. Yeah, no, I know.
I miss you, cuz. I miss you. Like I said, I'm going to come to Bay Ridge. We're going to run down the water like chariots of fire. Let's go fucking visit Yamaneika's house and then call her ex-boyfriend because he probably thinks she's not seeing him because of the corona. And let's just say she saw us, no problem.
Well, listen, my house is open to everyone, but you got to have a mask and you got to take a Lysol bath.
Me
That's
and Chris
what it
will
is.
fucking come over there and we'll fucking feed Queens and Westchester and Brooklyn.
Yeah,
We'll feed
100%.
all those cats.
Oh my God! All right, well, thank you. So, what can people find? Where can people find you? Because I saw all the videos you do are 10 out of 10s. But what else you got going on?
Yeah, I know. It's like here's what I had going on: 6 months worth of gigs that disappeared.
Same.
But it's like a child. But Chloe Hilliard and I do a live every Monday and Friday.
I know Chloe.
You guys are friends again?
Oh yeah, you guys. Where you guys been? Yeah,
I know. I just wanted to bring it up because you had a feud for a long time.
Yeah, it was like 2 years in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I did your podcast once when you guys were together, and it was really funny. You guys are really funny together because you compliment each other.
Yeah, and and we got to explore that even more on. We were already doing stuff together, but we got to explore that even more with This Week at the Cellar because we got to do a lot of tables together because they saw that our chemistry was great. So we do that Mondays and Fridays. I still have my podcast. I would love to have both of you guys on, not as a group, but individually.
Yeah, as a group, it's too much.
No, not that it's too much, but one of the things I always tell people about Chloe and I is like, we're individuals. We may be doing something together, but if we ain't like, frickin' frack or whatever the fuck. We ain't like some,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She bleed on a whole different week than I do. So
me and Giannis bleed on the same week.
That's the difference.
So that's it. You guys can catch me on anything. Just and social media, and I just look forward to the future of like what creativity is going to come out of this, and with the restrictions that we have, what we're able to do. I think visual space is going to be more important than ever because people are not going to just start going outside again and acting like everything is okay.
No, It's going to be a while. So our whole landscape of what we're doing here in comedy is going to change. It's going to be a lot of this, a lot more podcasts, a lot more stuff like that. So, and you're so great at it, so you'll have no problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully none of us will. We'll fucking see. Because some of our fans have they've already had to go move back in with their parents. Hey, Bert. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my mom's trying to move in with me, so we all one way or the other. People definitely trying to move in, and I actually think that that's fine. Like you need family during this time. I would love
should be with family now. Yeah.
Well, what do you think? We've been getting people's opinions. When do you think comedy clubs are going to reopen and have patrons be able to come back in? And when do you think that's going to happen? Your best guess.
They would have to have a vaccine that people trust. And it's hard to say because they keep saying it's going to go down and then go away, but then we're going to get hit again. Right. So I think if that's in people's minds that it could come back and we haven't seen how it comes back, what it looks like when it comes back, I think until we hit that second go round, I don't think we're going to have people at shows. Unless they're diehard people. And I don't even know if I would want to perform in front of people who didn't give a fuck about their lives. I know comics, we don't. So, we're like out there just like, yeah, we got to work. But
yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, it could be like a year. Could be like 8 months to a year to return to normal.
I think it'll be longer than that.
Wow.
Unless they start just making people they develop a vaccine and they just start injecting it into like soldiers or prisoners of war or something.
With the vaccine, because first of all, you're going to have Black people who are not going to want to take the vaccine because we've been experimented on before.
Right.
The Tuskegee men experiment, like we're always the guinea pigs. That was the thing right now in Africa when they were like, no, we don't want to test out this new drug. We're not here to be guinea pigs. So I think it's going to be hard to get certain people to do it. And aside from that, you also have people, regardless of race, that just don't trust the government. You understand? Or trust their...
Also Black people.
Yeah. But there's also white people that are just like, the government's trying to take shit from me. They're trying to take my guns, trying to take my livelihood.
There's a lot of that. Not a little.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
They think it's coming from the 5G cell phone towers, the crazy white people.
Yeah, they've already exploded a few of them. So, I mean, people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, I started hearing about the 5G. There was, some of this shit is just so convincing. You don't know what to believe. There was a guy that he did a live, and he said he works at one of these radiology centers in Manhattan, and they made him surrender all his badge and stuff. And it was weird. It's just like, I don't know. It's like we're not in a place where people are getting information and we can trust the sources, right? Remember, you could always trust the news to give you the accurate, and then you found out that the news was also some people were getting payola and so like there's all kinds of shit happening. Then you couldn't trust the news. Then you started to trust like certain politicians, and you can trust them. So it's like it's like a Clue episode, right? It's an episode of Clue. You don't know who the murderer is and in what room they murdered with what piece of equipment, but all you know is somebody's getting murdered with some piece of equipment in some room.
Right.
As much as you can do to make your best guess of what is happening and what can happen, you could have all the information to tell you that it's Colonel Mustard, but then at the end of the day, it ain't.
Yeah. Well, here's with this specifically. I always go like this. If there is a conspiracy, there's always a conspiracy for money. People do whatever they do it for money. Somebody's benefiting financially. With this, everyone's losing. Everyone's getting slaughtered. The whole world is getting slaughtered for money. Nobody's benefiting. So I'd be hard pressed to figure out or to hear a theory that made any sense. Because
losing money? Is everyone losing money?
Right now, I mean, some people could gain big.
Are the Clorox people losing money? Are the Perel people losing money?
They're booming.
Are the Tiger King people losing money?
No, they're making money. Yeah. Also, the bidet people who use water to wash your ass, they're making a lot of money too.
It was already some talk about some insider trade information. People were dropping stocks beforehand and shit that was good. Like, at the end of the day, we came up with $3 trillion from where?
That's true.
You understand? So we have people suffering on the street, homeless, with no place to go, can't eat. We have all these problems, healthcare. They can't afford to take care of the inner cities and the this and the that. But the minute everyone is quote unquote affected, we got $3 trillion from where?
Did we borrow that from the Chinese? That would be hilarious.
No,
probably
from the World Bank. And who runs the World Bank?
Donald Trump?
No. You don't know who runs the World Bank.
Who?
Yeah. I don't know who runs it.
Listen, and this, I'm not trying to get too deep into shit because at the end of the day, I just want to be able to wear my hair in crimps and go to Target again. I don't want to get too deep into this, but I'm already going to believe any conspiracy because I am a person of color who is already being victimized by a bunch of shit. So yeah, it all sounds right. I don't have anything to hold, and I have a pretty good life. I don't have anything to hold on to be like, oh no, that's not happening. Oh no, they're not trying to kill us. Oh no, they're. So for me, it's like, I don't know everything and I don't have all the answers, but if you tell me we are in a deficit and we don't have any money as a country, and the minute you need to pull $3 trillion out of your ass, you can. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked.
Right.
When we have a pandemic, and then it just so happens that our president fired the whole pandemic team that's supposed to take care of this, which Obama had set in place, and never replaced them. I have like, it all sounds crazy when the president keeps getting rid of the people that are there as neutral parties to keep check and balance on him, and he keeps firing all these people. It's like, how do you fire people that are there to make sure you stay honest? So it's a lot of questions not being answered. A lot of people are not thinking outside the board. You got a lot of angry white people who are angry because all these minorities are coming in and taking over everything. But then you also just heard that minorities are dying more than anybody else, so they can't be living that well. So it's just a bunch of, everybody's arguing everybody. Everybody hate everybody. People sick of everybody. It's just a bad time racially, economically. We're all fighting. We're all scared. We're all looking at each other as the enemy. And then meanwhile, somebody is taking this time when we're all focused on either hating each other because of race, hating each other because of religion, hating each other because of sex and sexuality and things like that, and focusing on each other to go, all right, let's start grabbing all the money we can grab because we all get ready to go to Mars anyway. Like, this shit will be ellipsium. You understand? They will leave us here to argue and fight and shit, and you ain't think they ain't got shit already up in Mars?
Oh, they got shit up there.
If Joe Biden wants any chance, he needs to hire you as his vice president. I mean, otherwise,
absolutely.
He's not going to beat. He's not going to beat Trump anyway. Let's be honest.
No, here's the thing. This idea of whether somebody could beat Trump or not beat Trump, there's no reason for Trump to be in office. And when I say things like that, then I start this is why people go, oh, here she goes on the race thing. President Obama was a senator before becoming president, and they said he had no qualifications to be president. Right. And then we elected a man who had no qualifications, has never ran or held a political office, be president, and then the narrative changed to, oh, well, he's a businessman. Yeah, but every business he's ever had, he's ran into the ground. He's a failed businessman who's bankrupted himself numerous times. So if we can't acknowledge the fact that we allowed this guy to be president just because he is a rich white man, then we can't come together on anything.
I think more than any guest we've ever had in our life, our fans are going to hate masturbate to you a lot. Because they're all Trump fans, and what you just said about Trump is true, but they're going to get mad at you, but still masturbate.
But it doesn't matter. You know what's so funny is, as a black woman, I get labeled with all kinds of shit, whether people like bad attitude, people don't want to fuck with black women ain't shit, da-da-da-da. But then when the whole world starts to collapse, everybody go running to black women for the answers or for a hug or for help. And I'm telling you, I'm not the black bitch that's going to hug and help you because I don't give a fuck enough. You understand?
Yep.
I really don't. I'm just telling you, whether you believe in what I'm saying about Trump or not, you should ask yourself these questions. How did this guy get in office to do the things that he's doing? And to also take a look at, it is now because he's saying, oh, coronavirus is disproportionately killing black people and Hispanic people. You don't think there's white people going, oh, thank God, I thought I had to worry about the coronavirus. Like, they're just saying shit to make people comfortable.
Right.
Make no mistake, we don't have any numbers. Make no mistake that while it may be a case that it is disproportionately killing people of color, it ain't like it ain't killing white people. Right. Okay? And now that they've made it a minority disease, now you're going to start seeing people go outside. The telethons are going to start slowing down. People are not going to give a fuck about corona as much because it's like, oh, it's just killing black people. Whew. And then guess what? White people going to go outside, think it's just killing black people, and die.
Yep. I agree.
So they're playing games with you guys too. It's just that they play a lot of fucking games with us, but they also playing games with y'all.
Well, it's not. I know it's nice. I felt black this whole quarantine.
Yeah.
How so? Because
I'm just saying for you, like, because if I go outside because I think it's only a black disease and then I get killed, it's like that's what it is to be black. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying.
Well, it's all a race game, right? Because when the coronavirus first started, they kept saying black people wasn't getting it. It was only white people getting it. Nasty ass white people who walk outside with no shoes on and kissing dogs in their mouth, that's who's getting it. So all black people walking outside, sucking up air. And then next thing you know, guess what? Black people disproportionately dying of the coronavirus.
Got it.
They just ping-pong and race shit across the board. Now white people gonna be out at the motherfucking beach, skipping and shit, having damn orgies and ping pong tournaments, and they gonna be dying because they got motherfucking coronavirus. This is gonna be like, white people disproportionately died of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I love it.
White people can't stay away from those fucking beaches, no? They keep
We
going
love
to
the beach.
They can't stop going to beaches.
Georgia, they got the beaches open. And I'm like, what the fuck. I don't want to hear shit about Big Mama eating pig feet when you got 7,000 white people trying to catch a fucking wave.
I agree. There's no argument.
What is this about? When people were saying that Big Mama's eating pig feet, and that's where the coronavirus is coming from?
That's a 10 out of 10.
They're saying that because black people are predisposed to diabetes and high blood pressure, and they don't tell you like how that came. First of all, there's no predisposal. There is people in populations and areas where they shouldn't be. So if you got black people will thrive in Africa. You understand? So this is a plus for all the white people that go back to Africa. We would love to, because we would thrive there. But also, if we go back to Africa, you motherfuckers got to go back to where the fuck y'all came from, because the damn sure wasn't here. So
Yeah.
when we talk about people living in their environment, and we do a lot to make sure that white people thrive in this environment. My hair cannot thrive in the same shit that your hair thrives in. I can't access this. You can't access the sun like I access the sun. So
I can't access the beat the way you access the beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. But there's a Scottish beat you can jump on. You can jump on that shit, but you can't jump on Beyonce's Lemonade. You understand?
No, can't do it.
So,
and I got some rhythm, but Chris can't. Chris looks like he's getting burned by a car cigarette lighter when he dances.
Yeah, I'm clunky as fuck. I'm clunky Chris D.
Has Chrissy ever hit on you?
We made out on Stupid Questions.
anytime I can get my lips in or around his space, I do it. Now, in terms of the reality is, because Chris, you've been down the chocolate train, but I'm like, whatever the top level to like the Pokemon shit, like I'm that level.
The top level, yeah.
Like a big black bitch with heavy titties and a fat pussy, like that's a big. Like you can't just jump, and you can fuck a skinny black bitch, and they're like, oh my god, I'm a black girl, that bitch. But when you talking about you leveling up to the top dragon,
yeah. Well, listen, if this thing keeps going, let's do it for the Patreon.
Hey, on my fans only page.
Yeah. 5,000. Well, Yamaneika, thank you so much, babe. Of course, we love you. Always welcome. You're one of our favorite guests.
Thank you. I had a ball with you guys. I enjoyed you guys so much. Thank you. And to your fans, I love you guys too.
She's the best. Go follow Yamaneika Saunders, one of the funniest comedians on the planet. Thanks for being here.
Love you, babe.
Bye.